What's up guys, and once again welcome back to my channel and another video on Gran Turismo 7. We still have one lap time challenge to go to, and let's check out the details of this one. And that is to drive the Ferrari 430 Scuderia on Tokyo Expressway in the East Clockwise layout. And as of today the record is a 202.5, which means we have to beat a 206.2. I really have no experience with this track because I don't like it. It's really narrow. But let's try and hopefully get this challenge done. And every single lap of this one starts with the longest straight in the game except for special stage Route X. And trust me, you will be annoyed by this straight depending on how many tries you need for the challenge. So flat out all the way through in 6th gear and then position your car to the left hand side of the track. And then we need to wait some more time before you get to the first brake marker, which will be the 200 board on top of the screen. Brake hard in a straight line and don't downshift too early, cause the car might immediately get unstable. Try to use 3rd gear in this corner, don't downshift too much, cause you won't be able to early upshift again. Then brake and keep it narrow in this corner and early back to the power in 3rd gear. Going up to 4th and 5th gear, position the car to the right hand side of the track. And then to this left-hander slightly lift and then give slow and steady power inputs, keeping it narrow, upshifting shortly to 6th, before lifting again for the right-hander and downshifting to 5th. The next brake marker now is the 100 bar on top. Brake and go to 4th gear and then let the car coast into the left-hander, don't hit the walls, and then as early as possible back to the power without even touching the wall slightly. Then in 5th gear your next brake marker is the beginning of this shadow area. Short but hard brake input and then downshift to 4th gear before going back to the power again and upshifting to 5th. Next brake marker, 50 meter board, same story. Short brake input down to 4th gear for rotation and early as possible back to the power again, upshifting to 5th. Now your next brake marker is shortly before the 100 board on top. Brake hard and go down to 4th gear. Try to keep it narrow and slow in this corner cause the next one is more important. Coast into the left-hander and as early as possible back to the power in 4th without touching the wall again. Now accelerate through and go up to 6th gear, keep it narrow to the left wall on this one here, and the next brake marker is where the lamppost has the shadow on the tarmac. Go hard into the brakes, again downshifting slow but steady, down to 2nd gear, go a bit wide and then go for the apex on this one and as early as possible back to the power in 2nd without having oversteer. And now it's just a matter of accelerating through, hitting the shift points right and making it to the finish line to get yourself 2 million credits. And while waiting for the finish line, how about leaving a like and subscribing to my channel? It would be highly appreciated, but let's go further ahead. Okay, got it. Wow. So let's review the lap once more for those driving in chase cam. And let's not waste time and let's just accelerate the video a bit. So going down the main straight again, accelerate all the way through into 6th gear, and then your very first brake marker will be on the left hand side below the 200 meter board. Brake hard in a straight line and go down to 3rd gear, keep it narrow for the right hander, early as possible back to the power, giving a short power input, before going to the brake again to keep it again narrow for this right hander, and now as early as possible back to the power in 3rd, upshifting to 4th and 5th, position the car to the right hand side of the track, and in the left hander slightly lift the gas pedal, slight and steady power inputs to keep it narrow but fast in this corner, upshifting shortly to 6th gear, before lifting again for the right hander and downshifting to 5th. Brake marker 100 board, hard into the brakes down to 4th gear, coast through this left and right hander and early back to the power, not hitting any of the walls. Keeping it flat out in 5th, the next brake marker is the beginning of the shadow area. Short brake input down to 4th, let the car coast into the corner, back to the power, up to 5th. 50 meter board, brake again, down to 4th, coast into the corner, back into the power and up to 5th. The next brake marker now is the 100 board. Brake in a straight line, go down to 4th gear, keep it a bit more slow in this corner cause the next one is more important to get right. Let the car coast into the corner, not putting any brake power down, and then early back to the power, accelerate through up to 6th gear, position the car to the left hand side of the track, and the next brake marker is where the lamppost has a shadow on the tarmac. Go hard into the brakes and then go down to 2nd gear. You can go a bit wide and then hit the apex on the 2nd right hander, early back to the power in 2nd gear. And now it's just accelerating to the finish line, hopefully having a gold time and getting 2 million credits. And in case you're still watching, it might be that you enjoyed the video, so feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It would make me really happy. Thank you. And that's it again for this lap time challenge in Tokyo Expressway in the new Ferrari 430 Scuderia. Two things being said: don't downshift too early because the car can get unstable by that. And second thing, early upshift is not possible. The car won't let you do it unless you have some RPM. So choose wisely which gear you want to be in the corner. And then let me know in the comments if you handled this one pretty well or easy. And also let me know which time you were able to achieve. And as usual, if this guide helped you out, feel free to leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel to not miss future videos. And then I say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.